All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be playing some games on Stadia. The date is Saturday, January 14th, 2023. Stadia is going to be closing in about 4 days, I believe. So I figured we'd take this opportunity to play some games on Stadia while we still can. So, yeah. For those of you who maybe are stumbling upon this stream for the first time or later on a VOD, you might not know that I was a Stadia founder. I got my Stadia Founders Edition controller right there. Played quite a bit of games on Stadia. Got plenty of games and stuff. Yeah. No more Stadia Pro anymore. So these are all the games I bought. I have gotten my full refund for all my Stadia games, but like I said, might as well play it while we can. Hey Pixel, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hopefully better than Stadia, which is going to die in a few days. But yeah, I've played a lot of games on Stadia. It was my main platform for quite a while before I got my Series X and that generation started. But yeah, today we're going to be playing some games before Stadia closes. What prompted this is really the worm game here. So for those of you who don't know, apparently this was a game that the Stadia developers made to like help develop Stadia. And they like released this yesterday. It's like the first and final game that the Stadia team is actually releasing. So it's almost like a limited time game where it's only available for like 4 days until like the servers close. So I figured might as well check it out, play some other games while we're at it. I don't expect the worm game to be too in depth, so we'll probably check out some Hitman and stuff like that. Unfortunately, the Stadia Destiny 2 servers have already shut down, so you can't play Destiny 2 anymore. Rest in peace. But yeah, hopefully that's not the case for these other games. I'm not playing Rainbow Six Siege. Actually, I did buy that. Yeah, I did buy that, so I guess I technically could play it, but I don't want to play Siege. But yeah, some of these games I haven't played. I haven't played Final Fantasy, Doom, Guilt. But Guilt is being ported to other platforms, though, which is good since it's currently a Stadia exclusive game. And the platform's closing in a few days. Other games, I've played a bunch. Like I played a bunch of The Division 2. Played like basically fully completed Ghost Recon Wildlands, Breakpoint. Replayed Watch Dogs, Watch Dogs 2. I first played Watch Dogs Legion on Stadia. Far Cry 5. Oh yeah, I love Far Cry 5. I got Far Cry 5 on Stadia at first, but then I switched over to Xbox because it has a higher frame rate, I think. Doom? No, I'm not playing Doom. What I want to do today is play the Worms game and then play some of the games that I played a bunch on Stadia. So we'll probably check out Hitman because I think Hitman still has their servers up. We'll see. Let me connect my Stadia controller. It's been a while since I've done this. I actually haven't played at all since they announced Stadia was closing, so it's been a long time. I might actually need to I don't know. It's been months since I last played, and it still recognizes my controller. I really do like this controller, by the way. They did announce that they're going to be enabling Bluetooth support for the Stadia controller, so you'll be able to use it wirelessly for PC games. So yeah, this will probably be the controller I use when I play like Gary's Mod and stuff in the future. As long as I don't need to like pry it open to like change it. I've heard that Stadia's performance hasn't been the best since they started shutting things down. So hopefully it's fine for us. We'll see. Stadia also has been like not as good when I stream because I'm using bandwidth and I'm streaming the game too, so. All right. Controls. We'll just play a few games of this. Again, I don't think I need to. This is very in depth, so. I just realized you can't hear the audio. Probably because I don't normally capture my web browser. This is some funky music, though. But yeah, I just want to play this because I don't think there's going to be much footage of this online, and it's an important part of gaming history, or at least Stadia's history. Because, like I said, this is what they used to like test Stadia as they were developing the platform. Navigate menus, duh. Enter space. Oh, I need to look at the gamepad controls. I'm dumb. I was like, enter space? There's no enter or space buttons on the controller. And I don't need no instructions. I know what I'm doing. I'm a pro gamer. As I said, I know what I'm doing. I'm a pro gamer. I imagine this would have been a great way to like sort of test the latency on Stadia because you need to react quickly. God damn it. I'm just going to act like I know what I'm doing. I assume we collect the gold stuff. This is some funky music, though. I wonder if this... They probably just made this music for the game, like the game's release, right? They probably didn't have this early on. Do I need to collect everything? I'll just go until I die again. Oh my goodness. Like I said, pro gamer. I got that one. I guess we do need to get them all. There we go. Oh no, more is coming. I messed up. Oh wait, actually, does that help me? I thought if you hit yourself, you're done. Good thing I read the directions, huh? I guess when I cut myself off, it like... Oh, there it is. I got the golden apple. I guess I was supposed to go for the golden apple, but there you go. Oh, I had lives. I didn't even recognize that. Oh, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I want to back out. Okay, so just press B. So there's a bunch of other maps, I'm guessing. But I just wanted to sort of capture this so that, like, you know, at least more than one person has this game up online. It's a very simple game, but yeah. What is this game? Unfortunately, it is the first and last game that Google Stadia is releasing. It's a game that they used to help develop Stadia. Because, you know, when you're early in development, you need some sort of game to test stuff. So apparently that's what this was. By a village and not limited to the following people. This list is not exhaustive. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of that because there's a lot of people that worked on Stadia, despite what you might think. But yeah, that's the worm game in a nutshell. It's like, it's a worm game. Worm game, yeah. I think, if I recall correctly, I think the Stadia devs were doing an interview one time about what Stadia was going to be like before it launched, and some people like spotted the words "word game" on like a menu in the background, and that's, I think, what this was. It's the worm game from that like one thing that we saw in that one interview a long time ago that they never answered, or they never talked about. But yeah, I think it's a really interesting piece of history. Hopefully, someone at some point is going to be able to get a version of this that like can be downloaded and that everyone can play. Because it's, while it's a simple game, it's a piece of gaming history, and it would suck to have it just die when Stadia closes. Guilt, like I said, is a Stadia exclusive, but they've already confirmed that it's being ported to other systems. I think the only game that's going to die with Google Stadia right now is Pixel Junk Raiders. So, I mean, it sucks that game is going away, but I mean, at least it's not more, right? There's also a few companies who have come out and decided to like do stuff on their own, like besides just letting Stadia refund everyone. Well, not besides, but in addition to allowing like Stadia refunding everyone. So I mentioned that I already got my Stadia refund. I think it was $1,400 if I remember correctly, something around there. So quite a bit, but you know. Basically, since I got that refund, it means that not only did I end up playing those games for free, but it introduced me to series that I had never played before, like Hitman, like Ghost Recon. No, I'm not doing Rainbow Six Siege. I played it like once for like one match on Stadia. And I can play Siege like locally. Well, I can play Hitman locally too, but you know what? I've already done this.
Good afternoon, 47.
This contract.
Your target is Sergei Larin. He is an accomplished art forger.
I did this on Xbox, so I can do it again real quick on Stadia.
Years. Both museum and artwork are owned by his wife.
Hitman. I've played a lot of Hitman on Stadia. And thankfully, IO is, I think that's how you say the developer's names. They're allowing a one-time transfer from like Stadia to the platform of your choice. So all your like gear and suits and stuff will be transferred over. You do have to rebuy the game on the platform you want, but I mean, again, you're getting a refund from Google, so. yeah, I need lethal syringe and a pistol, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I also need to change my starting location. I should just probably show my stats, just so I can go back and verify that everything transferred. Just one game? Oh no, you get refunds for like every game you've ever bought on Google Stadia, as well as all the DLC you've ever bought, and all the hardware purchases. So, like, this is a free controller right here. That'll soon have Bluetooth support, so a free Bluetooth controller. Again, I'm getting like a pretty good deal for having gotten Google Stadia. But in addition to getting a refund for Hitman and all the DLCs for Hitman, I'm also getting the ability to transfer my save and all my items and stuff to a different platform.
The private apartment on the upper floor is your most likely location to acquire the target. Intelligence indicates he has a personal guard at public...
You know what? I messed up immediately. I need to shoot at that camera. And I think I need to trigger the fireworks too.
The private apartment on the upper floor is your most likely location to acquire the target.
Novikov asked me to fetch it
Intelligence
for.
indicates he has a
Wants to trigger the
personal guard
fireworks
at public
himself.
events, so plan accordingly. Good hunting.
I should probably use keyboard and mouse since I'm sitting right at my thing, but... Yeah, I didn't mean to distract him, but... I don't think it matters. Ah, I needed a lockpick. You know what? I don't think that matters either. I think I can just put this here. It just sort of changes up my timing a bit.
Jeez.
I can also just sort of bump into him until his guard leaves.
Okay.
Hey, please look.
Sorry, I'm very clumsy.
Huh. Okay.
Be careful, would you?
There we go.
Well done, Forrest. The money has been wired to your account.
So, yeah, I already own the game on Xbox, and I've already gotten, like, most of the stuff unlocked on Xbox as well as Stadia. So what I'm going to do is I've actually gotten the game on PC, and I'm going to transfer my Stadia save stuff over to PC. And what they're doing right now is they're actually churning Hitman 3 and all the games in the trilogy into like the world of assassination. So if you own Hitman 3, then you already are getting like the previous 2 games for free. So basically for buying Hitman 3 Standard Edition on PC, I'm getting Hitman 1, 2, and 3 levels, minus the DLC levels. And my stuff from Stadia should be transferred over. Ooh, we're level 301. I think I'm level 306 on Xbox. So I've actually progressed a bit farther on Xbox than this. This is just like boosting up my PC stuff, I guess. So at least then I can keep my Stadia items and stuff without overriding my Xbox progression. But yeah, they're going to sell the new Hitman game with like all 3 of the games included for like $60, and then like the DLC is $30. So if you got Hitman 3 when it was on sale recently for $20, you've actually gotten quite a good deal. Because for buying Hitman 3 for $20, you'll get Hitman 1 and 2 as well. And then for another $30, you can get all the DLC too. So for a total of what, 50, 60 bucks, you'd be able to get all 3 Hitman games and all of the DLC that's ever been released for the Hitman trilogy. That's pretty good. I remember when I had to rebuy the stuff on Xbox, it was pretty sparse. Have I really never completed Suburban Bloodshed on Stadia? That's surprising. I also have a lot less favorites on Stadia. I've done this countless times on Xbox, so we've got to do it on Stadia. I'll do this sort of fast because it can take a bit to kill everyone on the map. I don't think Stadia had any issues running like these kill everyone contracts. What else do I need? Cassidy's place has like a bunch of shotguns and stuff. Screw it, I'll just bring a sniper. And I'll bring a better pistol. I use the silver ballers. I think what I mainly did on Stadia was I used a state share, which actually wouldn't be a bad idea to do here. But I think I've done those in the past, so I've already recorded it. But basically, for those of you who don't know, state share is where if you take a screenshot when you're in a game, for Hitman at least, what happens is you get... Oh, did I not put the briefcase here? I guess I didn't. When you take a screenshot in Hitman, it saves your loadout, and it saves all the stuff that you have. And when you share that screenshot with other people, people can tap a link and then instantly load up into the level with the same exact loadout you had. And then you can compare your score at the end. So there's its own leaderboard. Kind of like contracts, but in a way where it guarantees that people have to use a specific loadout. You know what? I'll leave that sniper there for now. Just so I know where it is. The other thing that's been kind of surprising, and this is really cool, is Ubisoft is actually allowing, I don't care about the camera, is giving people free versions of all their games on Ubisoft Connect.
Hey, you! Oh no, you don't!
I'm letting the camera see me so that the guards run into the house and die from the poison. This guy won't, but the guy is out front now.
Holy shit! What?
I think that guy might run in too. Yep. See, if you don't panic the guards, only the guys inside will get spooked and die. But if you let them see you, then they'll panic, a bunch of other guys will run around, try to find you. And then they'll run inside the house and also get poisoned. Yay! So yeah, not only in terms of like, as far as Ubisoft games go, I'm not only getting a refund from Google, but I'm also getting a free copy of every single game I've ever bought of every single Ubisoft game I've bought on Stadia on PC. So literally, I'm getting like a free game.
You gotta be kidding.
Or free versions of the game. So those games I showed you earlier, Ghost Recon, Wildlands, Breakpoint, I'm getting free copies of those on PC. Some of Ubisoft's games, but not all of them. Also have cross-save. Mainly the newer ones like Immortals Phoenix Rising, I know has it. Because mainly I already did it for Xbox. I think Valhalla has it too, where you can just sort of get the game on there. And any achievements you've unlocked will transfer and save games. So for some Ubisoft games, some like newer ones, you can do cross-save too, but even if you can't do cross-save on some of the older ones like the Crew 2 and stuff, you're still getting a free copy on Ubisoft Connect in addition to your refund. So it's a really good deal. I'm just gonna sort of blast a lot of these people because
What I like about you guys, you're just so chill. Not like Janice.
again, I'm not trying to spend all day here. Accident kill. Normally, like, I would try to, like, kill these guys more creatively, but that takes a lot longer. That body should be detected by the camera. Rainbow Six Siege, requested by your loyal follower. Loyal follower, what is this, a cult? Oh, that was the mailman, dang. What am I, a dictator?
What?
That was a nice ragdoll. Half the fun of doing this is just seeing like ragdolls and stuff. Rainbow Six Siege, requested by a member of your inner circle. Oh, I have an inner circle now, huh? Is it really an inner circle if I don't know about the inner circle? Right? Nah. I could be more creative than shooting Helen. Helen deserves a bit more creativity. Oh, I thought that window was open. Oh well, we'll just dump her off here. Oh, that doesn't kill. Lame. Lame. You should. That's lame, Helen. You should have random windows open throughout your house. Not in here either. Janus is cool. See, he leaves random windows open. Oh, here we go, finally. You have like one random window open. I can't throw you out of it. Sorry, Helen, but you're too fat.
Hey!
Here, I can throw you off at least. I have to snap your neck because it doesn't kill you, but whatever. Inner circle that you don't listen to. Oh, gee, thanks.
Not in the mood for this right now.
Oh, so now you're a higher up? I don't remember making you a higher up. I don't even remember the inner circle. How can I make someone higher up if I don't even know about the circle? Huh?
I'm not exactly sure what that means, Mr. Jana. But yes, you are the most a large proportion. I believe it's potato. Like,
Of course they do. They are rush.
No, I'm not playing Rainbow Six Siege. We're killing everyone in the suburban neighborhood, not playing Siege.
What?
Hey, you! Stop right! Roger!
Someone help me!
Come on! Finding cover keeps the bullets away! Take a deep breath and do exactly as I say, understand?
Anyone else coming up? Nope, they're all going downstairs. Yay! Time to throw everyone out the window. Is your short-term memory acting up? Did I, what? You're saying that I just made this inner circle? Well, those guys are coming up, but not a problem. See, it's an accident kill. He fell out the window. Ah, screw it. I ain't no punk.
Alright, we're in.
I ain't no punk. Oh, see, now I'm getting into it. Now I'm dragging bodies and putting them in weird spots. See, this is why it takes me so long to do these challenges. I spend too much time moving bodies around. I love the picture-in-picture of people just finding random people. You just turn around and suddenly there's like someone just lying there. Good enough. Did I get a wrench? I need a wrench. It's so fun to blow up those gas canisters. Ah, yes, it's my old age acting up, making me forget about my inner circles. People are going to find this kind of sus, but you know what? I don't care.
Well, it's sort of a hobby that never really took off. Besides,
Hey,
I don't have
who are you? Can you believe this prick? Who does he think he is?
Honestly, I could probably just, like, shoot these.
Hey, mister! What do you think you're doing? Jesus!
Yeah. I just like creating havoc.
Whoa! He's right there.
Gun time. You know, for a hitman, you don't really have steady aim. Like, look at that. You should have been able to shoot her while moving to the side slightly.
Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Help! Please help me!
That's him, right there.
Shh. Shh.
No!
Also, you can't throw bodies out this window. I've tried. Oh, Hitman.
Oh, shit! What?
Oh no, man! Don't do it! You guys are hurt!
It's insane how accurate this pistol is. Like, you can snipe people with this if you're good enough. Which, of course, I am. The rat poison? Hey, you never know. Oh, I wanted to get a quad. Or not a quad, a triple kill. You know what? Blow up the car. It's a more resilient car than I thought. I know you can blow it up. There we go. Accident kill. All those bullet holes, definitely an accident.
Holy shit!
Let's go up here and snipe. Oh, that was a good shot right there. I could have killed like 4 guys.
Hey! I need some backup
Oh, did
over here.
those
Watch my
explosives go off yet?
Command! Reporting several homicides. Do you
Looks like they did. What?
Hey!
It's like they don't even exist. Oh, well. Front flip. Oh.
You're gonna regret this.
I don't think I will. Oh, that guy's still knocked out. Oh. If you think about it, the Crew 3 has community... If the Crew 3 has community maps, someone is going to find a way to get goofy amounts of money and XP like in Forza. I mean, yeah, but that's sort of the fun. I mean, they could also just make it like GTA. You don't really get like insane stuff in GTA missions that are made by the community.
I lost sight of suspect. Anyone see him? Right at
It doesn't necessarily need to allow for OP things. Double kill. Double kill. Ah, he moved a bit. I know this stream is supposed to be about Stadia and stuff, but I can't help myself. This is on Stadia at least. Oh. Honestly, I don't think Google would do too bad if they sold like the Stadia controller as like a Bluetooth controller. Maybe just tweak it a bit so it doesn't have like the Wi-Fi connectivity. Or maybe work with GeForce Now, you know? Or Xbox. Shoot. I tried xCloud again the other day, and they've done a good job of like improving the service. Like honestly, it's not that much different from Stadia. There's like a very slight delay compared to Stadia and obviously local gaming, but it's like good enough on xCloud so that you can get used to it. Like, it's not like a world of difference. If that was the only way I could play, like, Hitman 3, I wouldn't be, you know, incredibly disadvantaged. It probably also helps that I literally live, like, 4 hours away from a Microsoft data center, because I live in the middle of nowhere and land is super cheap. So like Amazon and Microsoft buy these big pieces of land for their data centers here. Oh yeah, and taxes are insanely low. That probably helps too. The fact that land is cheap and taxes are cheap too. And yet, you're still close enough to civilization where you still get, like, McDonald's and stuff. Was that's crazy to me. That was the first time that I completed Suburban Bloodshed on Stadia. I've tried it before, but maybe I just found out about these kill everyone contracts. Like when I started playing on Xbox. I mean, hopefully it was obvious there, but I've done that like, you know, a few times on Xbox. I played that contract before. How long did that take? I'm curious. It didn't take that long. It's much faster when you just go around shoot everyone, but normally I like to, you know, do all the traps, do all the electrocution and stuff like that. Watch the NPCs freak out. It's fun to mess with Hitman's AI. Let me see, is there a way I can see my stats in Hitman on here? Career. I'm covering up part of it, but behind me under Berlin is Chongqing, 12 out of 20. Mendoza, 18 out of 20. The Carpathian Mountains, I guess, 1 out of 5. And Ambrose Island, 1 out of 20. Did I even play Ambrose Island on this? I might have come out after that. Under Santa Fortuna is Mumbai, 14 out of 20. Wilton Creek, 20 out of 20. Obviously, I love Wilton Creek. Isle of Seagal, 10 out of 20. New York, 12 out of 20. Haven Island, 14 out of 20. Himmelstein, I don't know what that is. Hantu Port, don't know what that is. And Siberia, don't know what that is. I think those might be the sniper missions. Under Sapienza, we got Marrakesh, 20 out of 20, Bangkok, 20 out of 20, Colorado, 12 out of 20, and Hokkaido, 20 out of 20. I've almost got 20, like, max mastery on every single one except for Colorado, because Colorado sucks in the game. I should clarify. The only thing I'm covering up is Assassination, Discovery, and Feats. On Top of the World, Death in the Family. Yeah, basically I'm just showing this, A, in case anyone's curious, but also in case, like, you know, I want to look back, make sure that all my stuff transferred. I think, technically, they said, like, some stuff wouldn't, like this stats, these stats wouldn't, maybe, I don't know. Actually, I think they said the leaderboards wouldn't transfer, and I think that's different from what I'm showing here. Nightcall, I'm covering up Assassination, Discovery, and Feats. I mean, you can see that to the right. It's the same category. See what maps I really enjoy playing on. I think the ones that are 0% are the sniper missions. I really haven't done the sniper missions. I think they're pretty restrictive, so I don't like them as much. Freeform training, I wish you could do contracts on that initial mission. Sadly, you can't. The final test, Showstopper, lots of good maps. Went over that stuff. Oh, that's just the different things. Inventory. Look at my inventory. It's so full. I love it. And I won't have to get this stuff, earn this stuff again on PC because it'll just transfer over. The gear is the most important stuff to me because, like, some of that stuff's some of this stuff can be tough to get and is really useful, so yeah, when I get this on when, like, the update comes out on the 28th, I believe, I should have all this stuff unlocked. Well, technically they said they'll start transferring on the 28th, so it might take a bit after that. Who would do a contract kill to kill everyone in the neighborhood? I don't know, Hyper. I don't know. All right, I'm going to BRB. I need to do something real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, that took a bit longer than I thought. Apparently my chair wants to play Rainbow Six Siege. I don't really care. If you guys really want Rainbow Six Siege, I'll download it and play it another time. Well, I probably shouldn't say that because I really don't want to play it, but I'm not going to play it this stream at least. Hey, it's checked off now. Let me see. I actually... Do I still have my state share stuff? I think it would be cool to show off state share. I had like a Google Doc in my drive of a bunch of ones that I collected. Hey, here we go. Yeah, I have like a doc of a bunch of captures I've gotten. For this to work, though, we need to exit the game. You know, it's probably easier for me to just bring it up here. Oh, that disconnected my controller. Okay, so you click on a link. You see, oh, Papa Levy showed me this super epic score from a level 489 too. He got Silent Assassin on this. Better Hitman. This player has challenged anyone to beat their ranking. This state share provides access to the exact same starting conditions, starting location, suit, items, both carried and smuggled, and difficulty. Playing this state will grant the normal rewards, but access to any location, any located, or any lock times will not persist after you have finished playing the state unless you have unlocked them. The playing field has been leveled. You are up. Are you up to the challenge? Yeah, that's the cool thing about state shares too, is that they allowed you to use items that you haven't unlocked yet, even if they were locked behind a specific DLC. So, for example, if you had like the 7 Deadly Sins expansion and you unlocked a super cool suit for Agent 47, you could share a state share with that suit, and anyone who clicked on your state share would have access to that suit for that contract. So it would basically guarantee that it would let you like put on suits that you don't even have access to yet and haven't bought to access yet. So it's really cool the way they did this. So we see the screenshot. We click play on Stadia. I need to connect my controller again. It was always weird that you had to like do that. Oh, I switched accounts. Does that mean I have to like do that again? God damn it. Okay. Make sure you're signed into the correct account. Yeah, it keeps switching my account. God damn it. It keeps opening. You know what? Fine. Yeah. We'll switch to this camera, and then I'll log out of this account. That way it has to go to that one. The pains of being a YouTuber who has multiple Gmail accounts. Normally this wouldn't be a problem, but hashtag first world YouTuber problems. There we go. Now that I'm actually on an account that that has Hitman 3, we can do the thing. It was always weird how you had to exit the game and be out of the game to accept like a state share and go into a game. But as you can unable to load state share data. That's great. I want to show off state share. All of that we can't even get to the state share. I wonder if they deleted it or if they disabled that action. Let's try this one. Oh, you know what? This is a good one to show because this one's actually a video. Obviously, as owning YouTube, you know, you could upload little clips here, and it has like a player that's basically the same as the YouTube player. And so you could watch clips and attach state shares to clips. Let's see if this one works. It could be that they've disabled state shares because Stadia is shutting down in a few days. I think the clip's still playing. I would like to show off how state share works. You just sort of load in, unable to load state share data. Okay, I think I'll try one of my state shares. And if it's doesn't work, then I think they just disabled it. Unfortunate. I think I've shown off state share in the past, but ah yes, here's mine. If this one doesn't work, then they must have disabled it. This is a little ice cream parlor when I set up. Basically, there's an ice cream parlor in Sapienza. You got to go in and kill the staff. Yeah, you can see the text over here about that you need to own the game. If this doesn't work, then oh well. Rest in peace, state shares. Nah, I think they just disabled it. Rip. Oh well, I tried to show off state share. I think I did show off state share in like another stream. Oh well. This is the layout, I guess, for anyone who's curious. Just browse through my screenshots real quick. Nice floating chair. Immortals Phoenix Rising. I played it on Stadia, but when it was on sale on Xbox and loaded my save up on there, so I got all the achievements. Also, for Immortals Phoenix Rising and some other games, I think you need to manually choose to upload your save. So you go in and select your local save, and then it says like upload to the cloud or something. And it's weird because you're playing it, it's Stadia, you're playing it in the cloud, but you're uploading it to the Ubisoft cloud from the Stadia servers that you're playing the game on. So it's kind of weird how they phrase that, but Life is Strange, great game. Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, one of my favorite games of all time. But yeah, there's like a whole good amount of stuff here. You got the Explore tab, which is pretty recent. It would show you like clips for games that you follow. You could choose which games to unfollow and stuff. Store, which is disabled. I'm not doing Siege. Let me ask you this. Do you care what platform I play Siege on, or do you just want to see me play Siege? I'm going to play The Crew 2 for a bit. I need to reconnect my controller because I've been closing tabs. Yeah, see, exactly. So we don't need to do it this stream. Now, The Crew 2 on Stadia has not received the next-gen patch that Xbox and PlayStation have, and probably never will because the service is closing in a few days. So, unfortunately, it's still a measly 30 FPS on Stadia, but for most of the time Stadia was alive, 30 FPS was how all the consoles were, even on Series X and PS5. Well, keep in mind, Hyper, Rainbow Six Siege for Stadia shares the servers with PC. I'm pretty sure Rainbow Six Siege has crossplay, so it wouldn't really be any different. I wish I had someone else here to try, like, screen share, but I don't know if screen share works anymore. Ugh. It's just 30 FPS, ew. This game is so smooth at 60, and it deserves to be played in 60 FPS. But like I said, for like a good amount of time, like this was the only way you could play it on consoles. PC was the only platform that could do that could go above 30 FPS, and even then it was only a max of 60 without like some weird mods and stuff. Turn this stuff down for copyright. If Siege has the FOV update, I wouldn't think so. I'm not sure. But to me, like, The Crew 2 always felt like a cloud game, if that makes sense. Because it's like a massive open world. You have to be online to play it anyway. And it was much faster, at least at the time. I haven't done any comparisons since the next gen update, but the loading times were much faster on Stadia than on even the newest consoles. I guess we'll just do the new content, because I haven't done the new content on Stadia. I've only done it on Xbox. Oh, well, I guess this is my Lamborghini on Stadia. Jeez. That's right. I made a whole, like, 4th of July theme because I was actually playing The Crew 2 on Stadia for the 4th of July. And they had that bundle out. And do you know how rare it is to, like, make a good theme in The Crew 2 without, like, grinding a million hours? Or a bunch of motor passes? It's rough. But yeah, I mean, this is great. Like, yeah, it's 30 FPS, but I mean, hopefully it's coming across well on stream, but I don't know how the compression works with all this movement and a mismatched frame rate, but I mean, this is a perfectly fine way to play The Crew 2. Yeah, it's 30 FPS, but it still works. And since, you know, The Crew 2 isn't on Xbox Cloud Gaming or anything, it's like a good way to play The Crew 2 if you don't own a piece of hardware. Well, I guess it's on GeForce Now, so you could play the PC version. But I mean, that's the thing about Stadia. For me, at least, it just worked. The problem, I think, that a lot of people don't talk about with Stadia is when stuff doesn't work correctly, most people don't know how to troubleshoot it because it's a networking issue. It's not like, oh, I gotta unplug my console and plug it back in and then it'll work. It's like, okay, I'm stuttering. Why am I stuttering? Is it because someone else on my Wi-Fi is streaming like 4K videos? Is it because my ISP sucks? Is it because my internet's not fast enough? Is something updating in the background? You know, there's just a million reasons as to why Stadia might not run optimally, or why you might experience some lag where you wouldn't experience lag for like YouTube and Netflix because they can buffer their stuff. But you know, there was certainly like a lot of people in the Stadia community, like on the subreddit and stuff you could go to if you had a problem with that. But I mean, it was harder for it to just work in some areas and in some home networks than in like it would be with a console, you know? With a console, you're all getting the same hardware, and assuming like there's no major defects with the console or whatever, you can get it to work, you know? Normally this game would just communicate to the servers for like, you know, the location of other players' cars and stuff. And that's like bytes of data. That's like not much data at all. And so if you lag for a bit, what that would mean on a console is, oh, I just sort of like, my friend veers off the road a bit and then teleports back onto the road. That's a bit weird. But you don't really notice it because games are it's not that big of a deal if that happens. B, games are very good at predicting where players are going to be these days when there is lag like that. Like a popular term in like TF2 at least is lag compensation. And it's basically where the game predicts things are going to be. And so what that system does, it allows the game to like predict where things are going to be. And well, I just said that twice, but anyway, the game predicts where things are going to be, and they are able to account for lag spikes and stuff. So it's a more smooth experience than just like having it go off of your internet alone. And that was back in 2007 that Valve put that system in place. Like, games have gotten really good at predicting lag and accounting for lag and stuff, so you wouldn't really notice that. Netflix and YouTube, they buffer their videos, so that usually whenever there's lag, you've already loaded a couple seconds ahead of where you actually are in the video. So if you lag for like a second or two, it's not noticeable. Stadia, you do notice it, because if you lag on Stadia, it means your screen doesn't update for a second. It means that your controller doesn't move as soon as you like press a button or something. So I think what hurts Stadia and cloud gaming in general is that people just don't know how to troubleshoot that stuff. People will boot up Stadia or any cloud gaming service, say, oh, this is laggy, it's the service's fault, and just, you know, assume there's nothing they can do about it. They assume that it's a fault on GeForce Now, Stadia, xCloud. They assume it's nothing to do on their end because, you know, their console works, their Netflix works, their YouTube works, so why wouldn't cloud gaming work for them? Predicting the future in an online game is hard, but it's a lot easier and more common these days. And it's not really possible in current streaming platforms. There was actually like, Stadia got a bunch of flack one time because they were talking about negative lag or whatever. They were basically talking about the exact same sort of concept as I was talking about, where normally like a game would try to predict where things are going to be. Stadia was talking about like predicting what the next frame would be. So that's what they meant by negative lag, but people took that as Stadia promising the impossible and just basically made fun of them for it. But I mean, it's actually not crazy when you when you think about it. Like, it's just predicting the next frame or two, so that if you do lag for a second, did that count? Wow. So that if it does lag for a second, then it doesn't really feel like it lagged. And if you integrate that into a game, then the game can sort of work with that and use like existing lag prediction technologies to like make up for it. So it's actually not crazy when you think about it, but people who don't know what they were talking about just sort of made fun of Stadia because they thought it was impossible. When in reality, it is possible, it's just very difficult. And unfortunately, they never got a chance to like actually make that a reality before they announced they were shutting down. But it's like lag prediction and stuff like that isn't like an incredibly new concept. Like I said, games have been using lag compensation for like probably decades now. Actually, yeah, didn't Nvidia recently say something about that? It's like Nvidia Reflex, where it makes things more smoother when it comes to frames. Well, NVIDIA Reflex isn't like lag compensation. I believe NVIDIA Reflex is like more so connecting directly with your GPU so that your latency is lower. So it's basically like it makes use of knowing its own GPU and directly accessing the GPU, the lower latency, as opposed to lag compensation, which basically like uses algorithms and stuff to like make up the difference. Like for example, lag compensation in a game would mean, okay, all these cars are driving down a straight line. They're driving down the road, right? They're racing down a road and they're all going like certain speeds. You lag for a second. The game figures, this person was driving in a straight line. They're probably still driving in a straight line. So therefore, we'll keep having them drive in a straight line on your screen for a bit. That's kind of like what lag compensation is. It's the game sort of assuming that, okay, if this person's driving in a straight line or driving in circles or, you know, doing something, then they're probably going to keep doing something. That's why in really laggy games of like GTA and stuff, if you, like GTA was famous for this, especially on last gen. Like, if you're riding in someone else's car and they would smash into something and then they would teleport back onto the road and it would end up that they never crashed into anything on their screen, that's lag compensation. It's really ugly lag compensation, but that's lag compensation, you know? They smacked into a tree, like, you lagged. Or your connection's not stable, so it looks like they ran into a wall. But in reality, on their screen, they turned away from the wall and never hit it. So that's lag compensation. It's the game assuming that something's happening when it doesn't have enough information from the server. That's why I'm saying it's not like an insane idea that Stadia or some other streaming service would be working on something like that. It's like, okay, this person is sitting still staring at a brick wall. Then they lag for a bit. That person's probably still sitting still looking at a brick wall, so just keep showing that. And actually, a lot of streaming services do something slightly similar to that. Not exactly the same as what Stadia was talking about. But a lot of times, sites just won't update anything that stays the same color or the same pixel. So that way it saves sort of on bandwidth. So if you're just sitting still staring at something, it doesn't need to show you a bunch of the same data for, you know, the same colored pixel and stuff. So it just doesn't send it. It says, hey, this pixel hasn't changed. Don't update it. And then it won't update it. Yeah, I remember NVIDIA saying something about that, but I don't remember what it was. I'm not really as tuned into GeForce Now as the other platforms, but by the way, I tried to play Gary's mod on GeForce Now the other day too, and it keeps having this issue where, since I have so many add-ons subscribed, it'll just download most of the add-ons and then just stop the stream. Like, it'll just exit me out of the game because I have like so many add-ons downloaded. I think that might be why it works for you and not for me, Hyper, because I don't know if how many subscriptions you have, but I had like 350-ish. And that was after going through like all my add-ons and really picking and choosing which ones I wanted and didn't want. So if you have like less than like 300 or something add-ons, then that might be the reason why it works for you, but not for me. I was pleasantly surprised at the latency and the graphical quality on GeForce Now though. But it's just disappointing because the game that I would want to work with GeForce Now the most doesn't work for me because I have too many add-ons. You had to get rid of all your add-ons? Nah. If it was like possible for me to like, well, that would kind of suck because if I could like unsubscribe from all my add-ons temporarily, then that would work. Like there's a way to disable your add-ons in Gary's mod, but that still forces you to download them, and that still kicks me out of the game. So I don't know. I just wish it worked. And look, you know, at first I was saying like, oh, look at how bad this 30 FPS is. I'm already starting to get used to it. Like, it's perfectly playable, but it's not as good as the newest consoles now. Because it never got that 60 FPS patch. And that's why I played it on Stadia for so long, because it worked perfectly fine. And it was really easy to get Platinum before they changed that system too. Platinum in the live summits. At this point I need a PC because installing add-ons for the server takes about 8 to 10, 15 minutes. Even like when you join the server and stuff. I mean, there is like services out there that let you just rent a PC. Basically, like Shadow PC, I think, just gives you like a virtual PC that you can use and install stuff to. But I mean, that's like, I haven't tried it and I haven't heard like what the reviews on that are. Have you tried joining the game on your, or the server on your PC on the new map? I'm curious to see if your performance is any better. I mean, it honestly is up in the air whether or not it would be. I don't really know. I was just curious. The good news is if you like just want to play Gary's mod, then I don't think you'll need like a terribly powerful PC for Gary's mod, you know? I mean, I think it would be harder to run like Rainbow Six Siege locally than Gary's mod. I did buy Borderlands 3 on Steam about a year ago. Nice.
We interrupt our programming for a special update. Chicago police
I own it on Xbox, but the good news is that game has full crossplay. And you can invite your friends on different platforms too. I don't know if Borderlands 3 is cross-save. I don't think it does, because I had to restart when I got on Xbox. And you know what, even on Xbox, I still had like stutters for like lagging and stuff. So even though I complained about it on Stadia, I still had like similar issues on Xbox. And I had just sort of lost interest in it at that point. Because, you know, the stuttering issue was so annoying that by the time I got around to getting on a platform that was better, and I had to deal with it again, I was like, nah. Yeah, spikes are rough. I mean, a consistent 30 is better than like a really unstable 60. And you know, I've noticed like 1 or 2 stutters here, like since I've started to play the Crew 2, but A, it hasn't really impacted my driving, and B, the servers aren't as good as they used to be because they're literally shutting them down. I've heard like some people say that they've had issues running like with performance on certain games because, you know, the servers in their area just are being shut down. Not all of them, but, you know, enough to where, like, you know, it was noticeable. I haven't noticed anything like that today, but I don't know. You know what I really like about the Stadia controller getting Bluetooth support soon? Is that I will finally be able to use a controller on my computer that's better than my Xbox One controller, and that doesn't turn on my Xbox. Because currently, if I want to use my Series X controller, which I really like, it turns on my Xbox every time I turn it on, regardless of if I plug it in, hold the sync button, whatever. It always turns on my Xbox. The Stadia controller wouldn't have to deal with that. So this whole time I've been using like a dedicated Xbox One controller only for my PC. So that way I can, like, you know, turn it on without having to worry about it. But my Xbox One controller is kind of worn and I don't really like that as much. I like the Series X controller better. And I like the Stadia controller better. It's weird, like, you know, some people really struggle with going between, like, having 2 sticks on the bottom and, like, one stick raised on one side and the other lowered on the other. But for me, I just sort of adapt to it, like, instantly. It's just the Nintendo, like, A and B buttons that mess me up when I play on my Switch. Other than that, like, I'm fine, like, having these 2, like, things at the bottom here. Those 2 sticks. How many do we have left? We might end up doing like the entire thing. Oh, just one more? Well, then we'll just wrap that up then. It's a shame that I'll end up losing like this stuff when Stadia dies. But like I said, I've gone really far on Xbox with some of these games. Like I'm past like my current level on Stadia. I'm further ahead on Xbox than I am on Stadia. So it's not a huge loss, except for my amazing Expo. That was a Motor Pass exclusive car that I can't move to my Xbox. But hey, at least I got a refund for that Motor Pass, so it's not like I got scammed. I had to go off that jump? God damn it. And you know, you gotta hand it to Google. You know, they did a really good job closing the platform. Like, not only are they refunding like every single software purchase and hardware purchase, but you know, they also give you the option to like export your data for games that support that. Multiple companies have come out and just like said, hey, here's our game on Steam. The developers of Ember gave me, and like all the other Stadia players that went over to their Discord and sent them a screenshot, they gave us all like, you know, Steam keys for Ember. If you showed them a screenshot of you owning it on Stadia, you could get like a free key. And Ubisoft's going to do that with all the games. So I'll get like copies of all that stuff on Ubisoft Connect 2 just automatically. Since my Stadia account's linked to my Ubisoft account. So it's like, not only have I basically been playing all these games for free since I'm getting all these refunds, I've got two free controllers. I've got to experience like a bunch of games that I wouldn't have experienced otherwise. Like the Crew 2, I would have never tried the Crew 2 if I had just stayed on Xbox. I would have never played Ghost Recon Breakpoint if I had just stayed on Xbox or PC. Like, you know, if it wasn't for Stadia, I wouldn't have tried those games. And now that I have, you know, now I'm fans of those games. I don't know, me being original and 360 player most of my life and only getting newer gen consoles when you made me buy it, it was quite nice since the Series XS controller fit in my hands quite well. Yeah. I think, like, you know, people criticize the Series X controller for being like basically the same. It's like not, it doesn't change everything, but you know. I mean, if all they needed to do to make a great controller was a few minor changes, then that works for me. And you know, for their first controller, like Stadia did a good job of making a controller. Like, this is a good controller. Like, straight up, it's just good. How many like companies like have an awesome controller their first try, you know? Certainly not Xbox. Let me see. I actually, while I'm able to, I'm going to go ahead and use my Expo. Alpha GP. I haven't even done flashback on Stadia, dang. Yeah, this is it. This is the Battle Pass exclusive Expo. The regular Expo's crazy, but this is even crazier. It's like insanely OP.
3.
At least when I got it.
2.
I don't know if they changed it at all.
1.
I do like these effects too. Like, look at this. This is a cool car. I wish I could transfer it. But sadly, the Crew 2 wasn't made with cross progression in mind, so maybe the Crew 3 will be different. I'm hoping that the Crew 3 is pretty much a given because Ubisoft said they're impressed with how much revenue the Crew 2's made despite its like age. The 360 controllers were a bit small, which makes sense why I adapted to the new controller. Yeah, I don't know. I was never crazy about the 360 controller. I was really fine with the Xbox One controllers and the Series X controllers. But some people really love the 360 controllers because of the tension. Like, apparently the sticks have more resistance to them or something. I don't know. I didn't spend a lot of time with the 360 controller, but this just feels so nice. Like, it literally feels like you're driving a street racing car, but it's a very fast it's actually a very fast car for this discipline. So it actually feels a lot more consistent versus like the other cars in this category. I don't know. I just always thought it was cool when I played Stadia, you know, just thinking, man, this thing isn't even playing on my computer or on my console. It's just playing on some server in like a server farm that could be like who knows how far away. I always thought that was nice about Stadia because this does feel really good. Like, it feels like I'm playing a local game with the Stadia controller. I just hope that Xbox makes like a cloud compatible controller. Well, a cloud made controller. Because, you know, you can use Xbox controllers with Xbox Cloud Gaming, but it's not the same It's not the same as having a Wi-Fi controller. I feel like it would just, you know, make it just enough better so that latency wouldn't really be an issue on Xbox Cloud Gaming, but they haven't done it. And honestly, with Stadia shutting out, I'm not sure if Xbox will have like the incentive to develop like a cloud-specific controller anytime soon. But I think that's like the main thing that they need to like really take it that extra step. It can be like slightly more expensive, you know? I'll just come out and say it. Just make like a controller that has Wi-Fi built in, that is made for streaming first, but maybe you can also make it so that it works with your console. And then that'd be fine. That'd be great. I guarantee you'd get a lot of people who, you know, could justify spending a bit more on like a controller like that for not having to buy a console. Especially once you're able to play games on xCloud that aren't on Game Pass and that you just own. That'll be great. When did they say they were supposed to like allow that? It was supposed to be pretty soon, I thought. Maybe I just read something, or maybe that was just a rumor. Rip. But you know what? For all Ubisoft's, like, all the bad stuff Ubisoft's done, like, you gotta give them credit for just, you know, giving out free copies of their games to Stadia players when they have, like, no real incentive to do it. I guess with the microtransactions it makes sense. But would they really make enough microtransaction money from Stadia players to justify free copies of games? I don't know. It could just be like, you know, scoring brownie points too. And honestly, I think Google like deserves brownie points as well for like the complete full refunds they did. Like, you know, I sunk like a lot of money, a good chunk of change in the Stadia. And you know, if Stadia shut down, would I have like been upset? Well, I'm not really the type to really get upset, but I know a lot of people would be. But instead of, you know, deciding to take like the easy way out and just say, hey, sorry, we'll just turn off the store and then enjoy your games for the next year or two while the platform dies. You know, they were like, hey, here's all your money back. Literally all of it. Take it. It's yours. And so, you know, that gives me confidence, you know, as a consumer that, you know, Ubisoft will support like their other projects too. Like, even if they do shut down, it's not really going to, you know, they'll be fine, you know? They'll be cool about it. All right, let's see. What else do we want to do? I'm not going to play Rainbow Six Siege, but I can just boot it up real quick, see if it has that setting you were asking about, Hyper. Here. You know, I should go back into the crew too, just take a look at my cars and liveries. Just like the important stuff. I'll probably do more of this tomorrow. So I'll have another chance to do it then, but just in case, doesn't hurt to take a look at it while we can. Ah, cross-platform data is being synced between all platforms. Nice. Oh, 60 FPS is so nice. Ping. HUD presets. In display, I think. Well, I don't see it in here. There isn't much to it. Yeah, I don't know if it ever had like an FOV slider. I remember it. I know it definitely didn't at launch. I remember that being a pretty big complaint in the Stadia community. But hey, that's the beauty of a cloud gaming service. You can just boot stuff up. No install or anything. Though, to be perfectly honest, like, I don't really mind installing stuff. Like, I'm never really like I never need to play something right now, you know? And consoles and PC platforms are really good about like preloads and stuff like that. I'm just going to go back in to look at my stats here. I can compare them to my Xbox stats. Profile? Pilot. Yeah, there we go. Icon level 726. I'm pretty sure I'm in the 800s for Xbox, but I don't remember for sure. Yeah, I'm in the same position on Xbox where basically I'm just putting points in the rich because everything else has points in it. Stats. 3 days, 4 hours, and 6 minutes. That's a lot of time in the Crew 2 for Stadia. And I don't regret playing it on Stadia. Even if my progress is getting deleted, you know? I wouldn't have played the Crew 2 in the first place if it hadn't been for Stadia, so... Lots of fun. I have about 3 days in your server. Actually, let me see. That's actually an interesting thing. I want to see what Stadia says I have in the game. I didn't mean to launch Siege. Why did it launch Siege? I just exited the game. I knew you wanted to play Siege. Yeah. Oh, I had more time in Rainbow Six Siege than I thought. I got a whole hour and a half. Yeah, Stadia says I have about 90 or 81 hours. Yeah. 140.5 hours in Hitman. 80 hours in Destiny 2. 41 hours in Watch Dogs 2. Man, that was fun. It was interesting because I replayed Watch Dogs 2 so that I could do hacking invasions on Stadia players. And it was fun because I had already played the game once and they hadn't. So I was pretty good at hacking invasions. Almost 11 hours in Borderlands 3. 76 hours in the Elder Scrolls Online. Keep in mind, this is cross-play and cross-progression with the PC version. So if you include the PC time in here, it would be more. But just on Stadia, I played like 76 hours on Elder Scrolls Online there. Life is Strange, that was pretty much the whole game, 12 hours. Was Control really only 10 hours? It feels like it was longer than that, but oh well. Far Cry 5, man. I love Far Cry 5. 21 hours. I replayed this on Xbox, so there's a lot more in that game, but Immortals Phoenix Rising, 34 hours. That feels like a while. It doesn't feel like I played it for that long, but I guess I did. Black Flag, 46 hours. Damn. I love Black Flag. Only 11 hours in Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. I streamed that entire thing. I think it was the Stadia version too, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or maybe I streamed the Xbox version and replayed it on Stadia. I'm not sure. PGA Tour, 2K21, 12 hours. I really like this game, but 2K 2022 or 23 is out now, and I kind of want to wait until that's on sale. So I'm sort of stuck in like a trap where I'm always waiting for the game to go on sale, but the new game's out yet, and that's not on sale yet. So yeah. Red Dead Redemption 2 played 20 hours on Stadia. I didn't play a whole lot of the story mode. I think a lot of this was Red Dead Online because I played the story mode on my Xbox. Watch Dogs Legion, I played the entire main campaign first on Stadia, and then that was sort of like the time when I was going back to Xbox. So originally I played the main campaign on Stadia, and then on my Xbox I played the DLC and then replayed the story on my Xbox, and then I sort of came back here and played the DLC on Stadia. So I sort of flip-flopped with Watch Dogs Legion, but yeah. Humankind, I got this on Xbox, but 18 hours. Works pretty well with a controller, surprisingly enough. It's like Civ in a lot of ways, but improves on it in some areas. Windbound, I need to play this on Xbox. It was part of Games with Gold. Tried it on Stadia. It's a good game. Want to play more of it. Watch Dogs 1, love that game. Better than it was at launch. Highly recommend it. Go play Watch Dogs 1. Judgment, got part of the way through. Like some parts of it, didn't like others. Lost interest. Ghost Recon Wildlands, amazing game. Wouldn't have played it if it wasn't for Stadia. Uno, no one really ever played Uno on Stadia. No crossplay, so that kind of sucks. I'm surprised Uno doesn't have crossplay, but oh well. NBA 2K20, I played a couple games. It's cool, I guess. The most fun I had in NBA 2K was faking being knocked down. And, you know, I'd just be like on the other side of the court from my entire team, and I'd just be like, ugh, and I'd just like fly back pretending that I'm being knocked down. This is the Immortals Phoenix Rising demo. It was Stadia exclusive. I streamed this. That's what made me get Immortals Phoenix Rising on Stadia for the exclusive skin and this demo. Cool. 51 hours in the Division 2. Loved it. Great game. Lost interest in it, never went back. Well, I went back to it a bit in... Actually, I think I replayed it entirely on Xbox. Orcs Must Die 3. Launched first on Stadia. It was kind of cool. I don't like how... I don't know. I just thought it was a bit too hard. PUBG, I have 9 hours in. Dang. I don't remember playing it that much, but I guess I did. Grid, 8 hours. That was like the only racing game on Stadia for the longest time. Kine, one of the first indie developers on Stadia, wanted to support them. Cool game. Samurai Showdown, it's a fighting game. I hate fighting games. Well, I shouldn't say hate. Hate's a strong word. I prefer games that aren't fighting games. Especially since it's the first time since the map change on my laptop. Yeah. I remember Orcs Must Die. It's fun, but I kind of wish it was a bit easier, or that there was an easy mode. I don't know. I wish we could go back to Destiny for a bit, but sadly the servers are down for Stadia. Rest in peace. ESO, I mean, it's basically the PC version, but at 30 FPS. Even despite the 30 FPS, you guys gotta remember, a vast majority of the game's lifetime on consoles, it was 30 FPS. So when the PC version came to Stadia at 30 FPS, it wasn't really a big deal for me because I was used to playing Elder Scrolls Online at 30 FPS. But since they updated the game on Xbox, man, is it smooth. I love the 60 FPS update on Xbox. Jeez. It's really hard to go back to this game at 30 FPS. More so than other games. Like The Crew 2, yeah, I had issues just then going from 60 to 30, but I could still very much play it. It is silky smooth on Xbox at 60 FPS. I love it. Let's see. I guess the only other game I really want to go back into for a bit is Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I played the demo, I think, on Stadia, and that made me be like, yep, this is my type of game. I like this. 136 hours on Stadia. Then, when I later switched back to Xbox, I bought it on there, and I did it all again. All of it. And some DLC that came out after the fact. So I think I haven't done like the latest DLC on Stadia, but I think I've done everything else on Stadia. Not all like the side quests, like all the mini side quests and stuff, but you get the idea. So let's hop into Ghost Recon Breakpoint for a bit. Maybe see if we can get into a game with someone in multiplayer. Because multiplayer, we can see if Stream Connect is working. Ghost Recon Breakpoint on Stadia, by the way, is one of those games. It was like an early Stadia game, but it's sort of like in that weird spot where if you played it at 1080p, it was 60 FPS, but if you played it at the 4K quality mode, it was 30. So that's why I always play this in 60 FPS, even if it looks significantly worse. I don't know if it's the anti-aliasing or all the foliage in this game, but I always thought that this game looked much more lower quality or pixelated than other games on Stadia. So it's not going to look the prettiest, especially when we move around through the forest, but the gameplay and the Stream Connect stuff was cool enough for me to like look past all that and just enjoy the game. And when I play this game on Xbox, that's the main thing I miss, just being able to use Stream Connect. Should we just hop right in? It might take me a while to find someone since, well, Stadia is closing and a lot of people have left since the announcement. And it wasn't really a popular game to begin with. So we'll see. We'll see if we can find someone. I have to select no preference, but I'm not doing a raid. I've never done the raid in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and I don't intend to. I am not a raid type of person. Yeah, I might have not even gotten max level on my teammates here. That just shows you how early on I played this game.
Moving to position.
Raj, getting in position.
How do I switch?
Ready, Ghost Lead.
I'm locked on the
Oh my
hostile.
goodness, it's been so long. Nope. Shoot. Whatever, I'll just use this for now.
Clear. They're gone. Good hits.
Oh. I put some mines right in front of me. I don't want to do that. I swear I played this game for hundreds of hours. It's just been a while since I last played because I've done all the DLC, the entire game in the DLC twice, so there hasn't been a need.
That's a source of intel. Activating night vision.
Yep, that's that. I love this. I really wish the cooldown was shorter on that, but...
We're in the clear.
Well, rip. That's going to drive me crazy. It's like I figured out every other button except for changing weapons.
Switching to night vision.
Oh my goodness. Oh. No.
Wake up.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to feel so embarrassed when I have to look this up here, but I gotta know. It's painful. Nope. Oh, this is helpful. Item slots that aren't bound. Well, I can't find it, so that's very annoying. I'm just gonna go up and stab him. That was my favorite thing to do. I always had that perk that heals you after you stab someone. So gruesome, but it's so aggressive. I like it.
Heads up, that guy over there.
I always love these little animations for stabbing. I love it. So cool. Let's see. Is there anything we can do? This shows you how much I've done this. Like, we've literally done everything. The drone threat? No. I've literally done so much stuff. I'll get this thing, sure. Give us an objective. It's absurd how accurate and OP the NPC teammates are. They didn't even see us. They just all died before they could spot us and alert their friends of our location.
Adios. Enemy commander eliminated.
Oh, I love this game. Yeah, oh yeah, look at this. This is ugly. All the smearing is just, it's not good. It's probably because of all the grass on the ground and like the trees and stuff that it doesn't look that good. Because the bit rate's probably going crazy since so much stuff is changing on screen with all the individual like flowers and stuff. But I love just like, especially during like the campaign, just working our way across the map and making our way through enemy checkpoints and stuff. I think we didn't like go to a very good spot here. But you know, it was just fun to like survive in this hostile area.
Enemy chopper, Stadia.
And if you didn't feel like waiting for your teammates, don't worry, they just teleport into the car. It took me a long time to realize that I didn't have to wait for them.
I'll size him up. Starting scan.
Hi.
Hostile contact.
We're outnumbered. Keep your guard up.
Combat drone deployed.
Nah, you're not going to call reinforcements.
Sniper eliminated.
Oh, you think you're the assault trooper, huh?
Just after commander.
Dude, I love this. Just being able to go ham and just go up and stab everyone. It's so fun. Look at this.
Target hit.
And I just get my health back. Cool mechanic. Assassino? Not really. But you totally could go Assassino. That's what I like about this game. It gives you the option to go Assassino. You can go stealth, or you can charge in and stab everyone. Yeah, this looks really bad. Running through the shrubs with all pixely. But again, like, you know, it's still very playable. It's still very responsive, especially at 60 FPS. It works well. And that's the most frustrating thing about, you know, Stadia shutting down. It works well. It's not like it was horribly broken and didn't work. No, it actually worked really well. But people just wouldn't give it a chance. There was a lot of misinformation. It was tough to troubleshoot if you didn't know what you were doing with, like, your Wi-Fi and stuff. It wasn't marketed well. There was a million reasons why it didn't work.
You should drink water, boss.
Is the character customization good? I would say it's alright. It's not, like, amazing. Like GTA good? Not really. The thing about the character customization in this game is you pick from, like, a certain amount of presets for, like, the faces. But obviously you have more, you know, you have more control over, like, the hair and stuff. But for the face, you pick between a few presets. But with each of those presets comes a fully voice-acted, like, character. So it's not like the same male voice for, like, 8 completely different faces. Like, they're different, like, voices, character voices, depending on the face you pick. And if you pick, like, a female, then you have a female voice. You know? So it actually has more customization in terms of, like, the voice selection than a lot of games do. As opposed to, like, you know, GTA, like you brought up, where your characters just never talks, you know? You can actually pick your character's voice, but you don't have an insane amount of customization.
Reach your own target.
But it's still really fun. And it has co-op. You can do basically the entire game in co-op.
Careful, there's a ground drone. Eyes on the wolf.
That's fine. Oh boy. You also have a lot of customization, like an insane amount of customization when it comes to the difficulty of the game. Like, you can turn off, like, certain aspects of, like, the AI behavior. You can make it so that, like, drones don't patrol around the island randomly. You can make it so that you have a lot of health, but maybe enemies don't detect you or have a harder time detecting you.
Watch out for the beam.
Or you can make it the reverse, where enemies don't have any issue detecting you, or maybe you make it so that you don't have much health, but enemies can detect you real easily.
Heads up. Combat drones flying.
Toss in the grenade out.
That'll show them.
Sending mortars our way.
Let's see. This is going to be tough since I don't know how to switch to my sniper. That was actually an important part of fighting these guys, using my heavy sniper. I'm using the gun from Fortnite, sure. There we go. At least I got an EMP.
Hang tight, fix it. You said.
Yeah, thanks.
Not the best time. I forgot I was this class. I thought I was the assault class still, but I wasn't. Started hacking into a drone in my ultimate instead of actually triggering my damage resistance. That was brutal. I just got clobbered. You can make it so that those stims like heal fractures, or make it so that they don't heal fractures.
Good one.
We gotta fix it down.
Like, you can really make this game as easy or hard as you want.
Hell yeah.
I kind of wish I would remember how to switch my weapons, though. I keep pulling out my items by accident because I'm used to that being the run button. This is gonna take a bit longer because I'm not using my sniper. Just stay mobile. Great, we've got other people coming in. Oh hey, we got that thing going. Yeah, we got someone joining the game. You can see their perspective in the top right. That's Stream Connect. Yay! The bad news is we don't have our AI now because that guy joined. Hopefully he helps. I didn't think I would get injured from back here. Wait for it to stop. Grab this while we're waiting to regen our health. guy's finally here. Oh boy. I didn't mean to throw that, but okay. Now would be a great time for me to figure out how to switch weapons. Or to get ammo, that works too. Oh boy. I didn't want to throw that! Wait a second, I remember. It's double tapping Y. Ah, Brain Blast. I remembered how to switch weapons. Take off the suppressor for more damage. More EMPs. I could switch to like less effective EMPs, but that takes time, and ain't nobody got time for that. There we go. Nice. See, I told you I'm a pro. It only took me half the fight to remember how to switch weapons. But I told you. I want to see how it is being a game master in the Star Wars roleplay server going by the name of Sunset Servers. You can feel free to apply again, Hyper. It's been long enough. But see, look at this. This is a huge world. I like it. You can scope around, see enemies. Is nice. Hey. Yeah, I remember how to like dive and open my parachute. But see, I love being able to just look up in the corner and see what my teammate's doing, you know? It's especially useful when they're just standing still and you're like, okay, are they AFK or... Oh no, they're customizing their gun. They're equipping a new grenade or whatever. I don't know. They're crafting stuff. You name it. It's nice to be able to see what they're doing. Oh, I see. Like the Mr. Beast click title version of it. Hello? Yeah, and this guy can see like what I'm looking at through the drone and stuff. This is really cool. It's a neat feature of like Stadia, and I wish more games took advantage of it. So I guess in hindsight it would have been all for naught. Hopefully like xCloud or GeForce Now or something makes a similar feature. Yeah. Yeah. But see, this is such a unique feature, and in a few days, the only thing now be left of this feature is videos on YouTube on how this feature worked on Stadia. It's a shame. You gotta be careful with these rocket guys. If you hit their backpack, they'll explode and alert everyone. And this isn't Hitman, so you can't shoot a wall and have them not get alerted.
Roger.
Oh, I didn't mean to throw that grenade. Well,
Roger that. Let's waste them. This ain't gonna take long.
no! I like how I just flop. I didn't expect them to just come up from behind. Oh well. Sorry, teammate. I didn't mean to throw the grenade and alert everyone to our presence. But hey, see, look. If it wasn't for Stream Connect, I would just be sitting here looking at his little dot on my screen, and I wouldn't be able to tell what he's doing. Like, is he AFK? Is he not looking at me? What's he doing? I can see by his screen that he's getting shot at, and he's actually got quite a few guys around him by the looks of it. So I know that he's not actually ignoring me. He's just got a lot of stuff to deal with himself, so. And he'll be able to see that I did indeed respawn. So he doesn't have to worry about dying himself.
Drone is set for uplink.
And you know what? Now that we're not fighting a giant metal monster that's going to shoot motors at me, I'm actually going to hack the drone now. And he can see that I'm hacking the drone. Flash these guys, send out a scan. What? Oh, they see me, that's why. Lame. And on his screen, he'll be able to see that I'm stabbing someone. Yay!
You want a piece of me? Get that son of a bitch!
Hit the guy twice in the head. There we go. He's dead. The heavy guys aren't actually that tough to deal with when you know how to kill them. Ow! Didn't prepare for the second one.
Shoot those assholes!
Well. That was beautiful. I just started bandaging myself up and then he throws a grenade. And I can't just step up immediately and sprint away, so I'm just forced to watch it land next to me. Yeah, see, now I can see he's coming for me. Oh, I can also see he's using the ranked tier guns, because I saw him pick up a legendary gun. Thank you. Now I can actually heal. Yeah, not quite the right angle. Climb up here. What? How can I not grab on that? Well, we got another way to turn that thing off. There we go.
Don't let these pricks out of here!
See, there's multiple ways of approaching situations, which I really like.
Hi.
I'm just a little rusty.
No need to be afraid. I could really use some more information.
I've told you everything.
Appreciate your help.
But it's just a fun game, especially with this little picture-in-picture view. And I wish that, like, it was possible on other platforms. Heck, even on, like, just regular consoles. Like, people can just turn it on or off via, like, their internet settings if they don't have the internet bandwidth. I think PlayStation 5 has, like, a system-wide feature where you can watch your friend's gameplay. Kind of like Discord, how you can share your screen and stuff. There we go. We'll probably play more of this tomorrow. I know it's not a very popular game, but it's one of my favorite games on Stadia, and especially if we can get like another person in here, I think it would be pretty cool to like show off Stream Connect and stuff.
Who are you?
Get as much footage of it as while we can.
Hello. I'm not gonna hurt you. I hope you can tell me something about this.
In a nutshell.
See, look, I can see he's looking and talking to a civilian. No, it's not. But I do have the game on Xbox. And Stream Connect wouldn't really work with cross-platform anyway, because the reason Stream Connect works is because both of us are playing it in the cloud. And it doesn't really take any more bandwidth to show me his screen than it does for, like, just playing the game normally. Because either way, I'm getting a certain amount of bits from Google and their cloud platform. So the way Stream Connect works is it just adds in his screen as part of that data.
Who are you? Oh, God. Who are you? No.
Are you still paying for Stadia? No. First of all, Stadia was always free as a platform. But if you wanted, you could also purchase Stadia Pro, and that allowed you to unlock 4K resolution and 4K like streaming. It also came with free games every month that were available to you as long as you had the subscription. But you didn't actually need to pay for Stadia to play online, which was a cool little thing about the platform. All you had to do to play Ghost Recon Breakpoint online is to buy the game. That was gruesome, jeez. But yeah, that's it. You just had to buy the game and you could play it online with your friends. It wouldn't be 4K, but then again, if you played this game in 4K, you'd be locked to 30 FPS anyway, so even if I had the option to go to 4K, I would still play this game in 1080p because of the extra FPS. On Xbox, I think there's performance modes that you can toggle. I would assume on Series S too, though I don't know. It's been a while since I've watched that Digital Foundry video. Yeah. You know what? Let me Google real quick. Ghost Recon Breakpoint Performance Mode 60 FPS. Aww. The Series X runs at 1440p at 30 all times. PS5 and Series X have a 4K 30 and 1080p 60 version. Which honestly is kind of weird because I would think that the Series X would be able to play this game at 4K 60 FPS. I guess they just didn't put as much effort into that. Civilian killed, yep. But hey, look at the bright side. At least you still have a higher resolution than Stadia. Like Stadia's max resolution, I think, was about the same, 1440p at 30 FPS. But that's not any worse than what I'm doing right now. If anything, it would be even cleaner since you're not streaming the game. Switch to the other machine gun, but I'm doing nothing. Actually, doing apps. Stadia lets you use both. Might as well use both. Oh, I'm dead. Well, I don't know how you even revive someone in a helicopter. Does he have to take me out, or? Weird. Oh, there's a custom animation. Cool. I didn't even know that animation existed. Don't mind me, Mr. Drone. There you go. Ooh, nice shot. Except I'm getting sniped. We'll push the snipers. Not as many snipers. Jeez. we go. That was definitely the correct way to push. Guy's hiding behind something. That guy wasn't. Oh, this guy's in the road. I'm gonna have to hack the drone again. Yeah.
Set to interface.
Fire! That didn't kill him. That did. But see, this is just fun, just running around, killing fools, getting loot. Imagine if I actually still had quests to do. What? One of those should have hit him at least. I think those guys are up on... Oh, they're here.
I got eyes on a tango here!
Yeah. And then it looks like there's only one more guy around the corner. Maybe two.
Tear him up!
Oh, I will tear you up, don't worry. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, after taking this outpost, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream off there. We'll try to do more of this tomorrow, since tomorrow will probably be my last stream before Google Stadia shuts down for good. But yeah, it was fun playing these games. I think tomorrow we'll probably spend part of the time on Hitman, part of the time on Breakpoint. Oh, I muted myself there. I didn't switch scenes. Because I really do enjoy these games. And, you know, playing all these games again is like a vibe, you know. It's, it reminds me of... It's almost like I'm nostalgic for these games, but it wasn't that long ago. But, yeah. Stadia still works. It always did work. But it's a shame that not as many people gave it a chance as it deserved. So... Rest in peace, Stadia, but we'll be playing you again tomorrow. But yeah, that's it for today's stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe for more. Not much more Stadia, but other stuff. I'd like to remind you guys to join the Steam group and Discord to get notified of when I go live. And yeah, that's it for today, guys. So thank you guys again for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.